Namaste children. This video is for class 3 subject science chapter 10. Children, let me ask you one question. I am tasteless, I am colorless, I am shapeless, I am odorless, but without me there is no life. Can you tell me who am I? Yes, you are correct. I am water. In this chapter, you are going to learn about water. Children, I welcome you all for today's science class. Water is an amazing resource. It is essential for all living beings. So we require water for drinking purpose, to take bath, for cooking, to wash utensils, to wash clothes. We require water, isn't it children? It is present in fruits, vegetables, leaves, flowers, air and even in our breath. Without water we cannot survive. Every creature needs water to survive. Without water, we would not last long. Water makes our world beautiful. Now let us see about the local sources of water. In cities, we get water from the tap. Children, at home, have you all seen the tap, children? And what is this? This is called hand pump. In some places, people used to draw water from underground with the help of hand pump. What is this, children? This is called as well. In villages, in rural areas, people also draw water from the well. Sources of water. On the earth, water is present in lakes, ponds, wells, rivers, seas and ocean. So these covers a very large part of the earth's surface. About 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Children, 97% of water on the earth is salt water and only 3% is fresh water, that is drinking water. Wow! Children, what is this? Waterfall. Water flows over a vertical drop. The water keeps flowing and it falls over the edge. So usually there will be a lake or pond below the waterfalls. You can see the waterfall all around the world. Say for example, Dudhsagar waterfall, Jog waterfall, etc. And what is this, children? River. It is a ribbon-like body of water. It flows downhill from the force of gravity. And we have many rivers such as Ganga, Yamuna, Kaveri, etc. And in Valley, we can see one river. What is the name of the river, children? It is Kagina River. And what is this? Children, even water is also present in seas or ocean. So, seas are smaller than oceans and they are usually located where the land and ocean meet. Say for example, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, etc. But children, you cannot drink this water because it contains salt water. Children, we also get water from snow as well as from ponds. What is the snow water, children? Snow water in the sense which is a frozen solid form of water. So when the sun shines, it warms the earth and snow begins to melt and turn into water. And what is pond, children? A pond is an area filled with water either naturally or artificially. Usually it is smaller than a lake. Picnic spots are often developed near dams, lakes, rivers. Children, see here, people are enjoying the boating. The water present there is used for boating and other water sports. Rivers, lakes, ponds, wells get water mainly from rain and snow. Children, I hope you all have enjoyed bathing in the rain. We get a natural shower of water from the sky, isn't it? Where does rainwater comes from? The sun shines on the sea, river, oceans, isn't it? So it eats up. This causes the water to evaporate and rises as water vapor. Once the vapor reaches high in the sky, then it cools and changes into tiny water droplets which forms clouds. When the water droplets gets too large and heavy, they falls as rain. Rain is the most important natural source of water. So rainwater reaches lakes, ponds, rivers, seas and ocean. What is groundwater, children? A part of rainwater goes underground. This is called as groundwater. Children, even plants require water for their growth, isn't it? Groundwater is used by plants for their growth. And what is this, children? This is called as well. And what is this? Hand pump. So in some places, people used to draw water from well or by using hand pumps. In many places, river water is purified for drinking purposes. Even in Wadi, we are using Kagina water for drinking purposes, isn't it, children? We get this purified water at home through taps. Children, rain is a natural source of irrigation for plants and crops. What is irrigation, children? Irrigation in the sense supplying sufficient amount of water to plants at needed intervals. So this irrigation helps to grow agricultural crops. Also, rainwater washes away the dust and dirt from the leaves of plants. Children, have you all noticed? After the rainfall, even plants look greener, fresh and more beautiful. Wow! What you can see here, children? Here, peacock is merrily dancing and it enjoys the rain and feels happy. Children, even animals also behave happily on the rainy day. Have you all noticed the behavior of animals in your locality on the rainy day, children? So, if rain comes, even peacock also enjoys the rain and it starts dancing. Children, have you ever visited to a hill station during winters such as Simla, Darjeeling? And have you ever seen the snowfall, children? See the snowfall. It looks like a small white cotton like flakes, isn't it? And see the trees, roofs of the houses and the hills. It gets covered with snow, isn't it? And it looks like a white sheet. So it covers everything. It is so beautiful, isn't it, children? It is a beautiful sight. Snow is a major natural source of water. In winters, there is a normally heavy snowfall on the mountains. So during winter, you can visit Darjeeling, Simla, and you can see the snowfall. During summer, a part of the snow melts and changes into water due to heat. This water flows down the mountains into the rivers and lakes. Children, now let us see about the rivers and seas of India. In India, you can see many rivers. India is a land of many rivers. The major rivers of North India are Indus, Brahmaputra, Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj, Beas and Chenab. And do you know, children, the longest river of the world is the Nile in Egypt. The major rivers of South India are Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, Mahanadi, Narmada and Tapi. India is surrounded by the Indian Ocean on the south, Bay of Bengal on the east and Arabian Sea on the west side. Now let us see about utility of rivers, that is uses of rivers. River water is sometimes diverted into canals. So it reaches the canals, and this water is to be used for irrigating the fields. As I said earlier, irrigation helpful for the growth of agricultural crops. A dam stores river water in it. Say for example Krishna Raja Sagar Dam, Tungabhadra Dam. So the stored water can then be used to generate electricity. What is hydroelectricity, children? The electricity generated by using water is called as hydroelectricity. I hope you all have enjoyed this chapter water. That's all for today's class. Thank you, children. Keep smiling.